You know, there's nothing quite like a really good ghost story. But the ones that truly get under your skin, they're not about old haunted houses. Nope. They're the ones that take the everyday tech we rely on. You know, the apps on our phones, the GPS we trust without a second thought, and they twist it into something terrifying. And today, we're going to deconstruct a story that does exactly that.
So just picture it. It's late, you're dead tired. You do what you've done 100 times. You book a ride home. You see the car pull up, you get in, you lean back, thinking you'll be in your bed in 20 minutes. But what if that ride, that car, that driver, what if it wasn't what it seemed at all?
All right, so every great horror story kicks off with something totally normal, something we can all see ourselves in. Let's set the scene.
Okay, so let's meet Nisha. She's 26, she's working a late shift as a content moderator, and she is just drained. I mean, we've all had that feeling, right, where your eyes are burning, your brain is fried, and all you can think is, I just need to get home.
So what does she do? Exactly what we do. Pulls out her phone, opens up the app, a car is confirmed, driver, Mahesh Patil. And that's when the first little, tiny, weird thing happens. She thinks, wait a second, Mahesh, this is the third night in a row I've gotten him. Huh, just a weird coincidence, right?
And that's really the heart of it. Her mission is so simple, so universal. All she wants is to get home. And that simple, relatable desire is what makes everything that happens next just so much more effective.
And here we go. This is where that ordinary, familiar feeling starts to get little cracks in it. See, the story is smart. It doesn't just jump to the scary stuff. It starts with these small, unsettling details that make you go, something's not right here.
So Nisha's in the back, probably half asleep, but she's got the map open on her phone, kind of tracking the little blue dot like we all do. And then she notices it. The car makes a wrong turn, a turn that definitely isn't on the app's route. That's the first real red flag.
So on one hand, her phone is showing the route she knows, the busy, well-lit main road. But what she's seeing out the window? Totally different. A dark, deserted industrial area. You know the vibe, creepy old factories, shadows everywhere. The driver just mumbles something about knowing a shortcut with less traffic. Plausible, but it does absolutely nothing to make her feel better.
Then, to make things even weirder, the radio crackles on, playing some staticky, old-fashioned news report. Before Nisha can say anything, Mahesh just reaches over and turns it off. And his reason is just so bizarre. Silence is better, he says. The quiet that follows is suddenly really, really heavy.
Okay, this is straight out of a nightmare. She looks out the window and sees this big billboard for a restaurant lit up, says it's open 24/7. The car keeps driving, takes a few more turns, and then she sees the exact same billboard again. But this time it's different. The 7 is busted or burnt out, so it looks like it says 24X. It's impossible. It's like a glitch in the Matrix, a clear sign that the world outside her window is starting to break. And of course, this is when she looks down at her phone, for that little bit of comfort, that connection to the real world. But nope, the little blue dot on the map is completely frozen. Then, the signal bars at the top of her screen just disappear. That's it. Her digital lifeline, her way to call for help, to check a map, to do anything, is gone. She is completely and utterly alone.
All right, so this is it. This is the moment the floor completely drops out. We're moving from this is weird and unsettling straight into full-blown supernatural horror. All those little doubts are about to be confirmed in the worst way possible.
Out of nowhere, her phone pings. A single message gets through. It's her friend Sana from the office. And what Sana tells her just breaks her brain. She says she's at the office gate, and the security guard just told her that Nisha is still there, waiting because her cab got canceled. In that 1 second, Nisha's reality just collapses. If she's still at the office, then where is she right now? And who or what is she driving with?
And then it hits her. A memory of a news story she barely paid attention to. A rideshare driver, Mahesh Patil, who died in a hit-and-run on this very route. She scrambles to check her app history. The date on the last completed trip, July 2nd of last year. Today is July 2nd. Oh my God. She's not just in a cab. She's in a ghost of a memory, trapped in a time loop on the exact anniversary of a tragedy.
So what's actually happening here? Well, there's a term for this in paranormal circles, a residual haunting. The idea is that a really traumatic event can get burned into a location. It's not an intelligent ghost trying to scare you. It's more like a psychic recording playing on a loop. Mahesh isn't a monster. He's an echo.
And as if to just hammer the point home, her eyes drift to the car's dashboard clock. The time? 3:33 a.m., and the little seconds digit is blinking, stuck, not moving forward. It's official. They are not in normal time anymore.
And that's when Mahesh finally speaks again. But his voice isn't menacing. It's just filled with this deep, deep sadness. He tells her that a year ago tonight, he was just like her, just trying to get home after a long shift. Then a car hit him and drove off. His passenger ran away. He's been stuck here, on this road, ever since. And you realize, he's not trying to hurt her. He's just as lost as she is.
Now, the story gives us this moment of relief, right? An escape hatch. And then it slams the door shut. And honestly, this is where the real horror of the story is.
Suddenly, Nisha's eyes snap open. She's on a bench outside of her office. A security guard is shaking her shoulder. "Ma'am, your cab was canceled. You must have fallen asleep." And you can just feel this incredible wave of relief wash over her. It was just a nightmare. A terrible, vivid nightmare brought on by being overworked and exhausted. And look, all the facts line up, right? Her friend confirms the cab was canceled. Her phone's time is 2:59 a.m., way before the whole ghostly ride was supposed to have started. The battery life is normal. Everything checks out. It was all in her head. The horror is over. But there's that nagging feeling, that little bit of doubt. As she's walking away, relieved, she just instinctively does what we all do. Mindlessly opens her photo gallery. And in an instant, that feeling of safety just shatters into a million pieces. Because right there, at the top of her camera roll, is a new picture. The timestamp is 3:33 a.m., the exact time the clock in the car was frozen. The photo is taken from her perspective, from the back seat of the cab, and reflected in the rearview mirror is Mahesh, the driver. He's looking right back at the camera, right at her, with this tired, sad smile on his face. The ride was real, and she brought a souvenir back with her. It just leaves you with this unbelievably chilling thought. We put so much blind faith in these apps, in these strangers who drive us around. But this story just poses this terrifying question. What happens if you get a ride from someone who never finished their own journey home? It's definitely something to think about the next time you're out late, about to hit confirm ride.